Ladies and gentlemen, it is do or die today. The Mark IV is about to jump on the dyno. Everything should be good. I'm hoping for a successful day. The last time that we were here with the 350 and the 2JZ VVTi, Danny was doing it and we had a bunch of issues on that motor that were my fault, that were just installed the wrong way, and I think we logged like a 7-hour day. Like it took literally all day. Prior to that, Dan, wherever Dan went, has had both of his Supras here, and he's like, when we did it, it literally took 2 hours, everything was ready to go and it went smooth. So with how this has been so far, it's been pretty easy, just pretty smooth. So we're hoping for a quick day. Nonetheless, I am super excited. What?
Bamboozle Dan.
What'd I do?
19's the outside, we need a 17. We gotta go home.
Good thing that we're in like the most historic place in LA.
I'll find the 17 motor.
I don't know exactly what number we're looking for today. We know that the motor itself can handle 800, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna be running it at 800.
696.
Right now, comment down below what you think that we're gonna make. Cal, what do you think?
0.9.
You think we're gonna make 696.9?
Yes.
Now you do know that just because the motor can handle 800 doesn't mean we wanna push it at 800 all the time. Just because it can do that number.
696.9.
Okay, if I was to guess.
What would you guess, Steve?
Well, first of all, I didn't even tell you what the power range I'm looking for.
Yeah, I do know. It's like you're not trying to go crazy, so like 500.
No, I'm looking for 6s.
696.
The 350 drift car technically makes 595 horsepower to the wheel at max boost. This is a bigger turbo, and the GTE is supposedly better at top end. So whatever that's worth, I don't know. The real man we should be asking is him. I'm gonna let Danny stay focused here while we're getting everything ready. But if I was to take a guess, I'm gonna say it's gonna make 648 horsepower. That's my guess. I could be. Nope. Absolutely not.
Right there.
Absolutely.
That's pretty close to what it's gonna make.
696.9. Right?
Maybe. I'd say anywhere from 620 to 690.
Okay, I said 646. You're right? Is that what I said?
You
I don't remember.
640.
Yeah, what you said is probably what it'll make now.
Dan.
Sorry, dude.
What?
Sorry, dude.
Unbelievable.
So we're blessed out here. We got Rad Dan put in a couple hours today. He literally leaves for FD tomorrow, so like for him to be out here today, huge help. Thank you so much.
What's for the Supra?
That's right. Good juju out here. All right, so this is when things start to get a little bit scary. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous, because if anything's gonna go wrong, it's in the next hour or two. Danny's gonna be doing some things. He's gonna be pushing some buttons. He's gonna be doing some things I'm not quite sure. And we should start making some real power really soon. We're not quite sure if our wastegate springs are exactly where they need to be right now, so hopefully that holds up so we don't need to change anything when it's blistering hot inside that bay. Meanwhile, while the dyno, this is what Calvin does. Which would have taken like at least an hour or two. So that saves a lot of time in our book. So far we haven't leaked anything on the ground. The only thing that has in the ground that is fluids is our overflow for the coolant, which got us a little bit scared at first, but it was pretty quick and obvious to tell that it was just overflow from our coolant. Other than that, Danny's head's going very, very smooth. Just like starting up, it was super easy. But right now the car is putting down like 360 horsepower on like a couple pounds of boost. So everything's going pretty good. We're gonna start increasing the boost pressure, pushing some buttons, and we should start seeing some real numbers here pretty soon. Keep our fingers crossed. So far, we're only about an hour and a half, 2 hours into the dyno session, so the day still could be pretty long. You never know when something might just come out of nowhere and cause a big delay, but like I said, fingers crossed. And by the way, if you haven't been able to tell by this video, it's gonna be a lot of shots of just hearing this car. So if you wanna skip to see the end numbers, I'll skip to the end, because I'm gonna leave a lot of raw footage and just the sound of this car, because the sound is just absolutely beautiful. right, so after about 5 or 6 pulls, how's the car doing?
It's doing great. We thought we were gonna get some boost creep, but we actually are not getting any. It's being controlled very well. I haven't even touched timing yet. Still just dealing with fuel. We're at 6 grand right now, and still got about 2,000 more RPM to go, a little less. And then we'll touch timing, get the drivability, and then switch it off to E85.
So right now, our last one did 437 with 390 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty good without timing.
Pretty good.
We have lunch coming in right now. We'll get lunch, and we're actually running out of 91s. So we need to go and get some. We have a bunch of E85 here, but we need to get some 91s. We need to get a couple things, take a small little break because we're all starving, hungry, and then jump back to it. And 399.9 on pump gas. On pump gas.
I'm telling you, man.
Damn. All I want to say is that if it wasn't for Calvin's amazing efforts today and contributions, today wouldn't be going as good as it's going. So mad shout out to you, Calvin, putting in the work, putting in the effort, breaking that sword. Now that we got happy numbers on 91, we're gonna go ahead and put in E85. So what we're doing, well, Dan's already on top of it. We're just gonna bleed the fuel line, steal all the gas out of it, throw in some E85 so we can get 100% just E85 numbers to see what numbers we kind of put down.
A lot of horsepower.
Now with the E85, oh, I'm gonna close this. Comment on Instagram after I posted that little photo of the car doing a pull on pump gas. I'm getting a lot of people saying, where are the flames? The flames are something you add in after the fact. Just because a car shoots flames doesn't mean it's fast. Just want to let that be known. But we're on 85 now. Smells like sweet, sweet corn. And now the power should just be like instant. We should get a big, big gain out of running the E85, and it will help our temperatures bring them down just a little bit. Big benefits of E85. I don't know, let's go check. Sounding good, nah?
That was only E85 change. I only changed the fact that we're on E85.
541.
So it picked up 40 horsepower.
Oh, and you left it on the same boost setting. Oh my god. You get 50 horsepower on all your, yeah, same boost. I like the 85, don't you?
It's pretty good. So changing absolutely nothing. Not changing timing, not changing ignition, not changing anything. Just the fuel alone gives us 50 horsepower. So pretty much what everyone's reaction is wow, that's really, really good. Now we just gotta start messing with some buttons, go beep, boop, bop, and we're gonna be pulling a lot more power out of that. This car, as I kind of said earlier, it's like being surprisingly perfect. Everyone that's walking around, I mean, we're at a Pexi. If you're not familiar with this place, it's a very, very OG famous spot. Everyone that's walking by is like, damn, that thing's putting down some real, can't say cuss words anymore with YouTube. That thing's putting down some real power. So that's all good news. Just gotta keep on going. Every time down now, like, what did it make? What did it make? Small increments, small increments. All right, so it's time I update you guys because I haven't picked up the camera in the last 5 hours. That's right, I said 5 hours. I'm gonna get you guys up to speed here. We have been working on the E85. We were starting to creep up the boost to get ready to make our larger power, and right when we get to about 20 pounds of boost, we keep having an ignition breakup. We can't figure out why. We know there's no interference with any of the sensors. Dan and Danny, and we have reached out to other tuners and sent logs for people to try and like figure out what is going on. We weren't able to find anything. We put a new set of plugs in the car. That seemed to do nothing. Pretty much striking out. The only thing that we think it possibly could have been is maybe we had a faulty set of coils that we were running in the car. Those are VR38 ones from our R35s. That is our only suspicion at the moment. Like everything else looks fine. We were kind of like stuck in the mud, and I was like, we're gonna have to just call it a night and just stay at like 19 pounds of boost. The car made like 650 or something on 19 pounds of boost, and we were aiming to go for like 27 pounds of boost, which would have put us like way over 7, closer to 8. And we were about to give up after 5 hours. It's like 9 o'clock, the sun is going down. Everyone here is putting in like mad hours. So huge shout out to Dan and Danny. Like they've been helping all day. We're almost 12 hours into the dyno right now. And I remembered, wait, I originally made my harness for LS coils, and I had them in the parts box in the trailer, and I was like, wait, if we have a set of LS coils, we could swap in the LS coils and see if we could do a pull with those coils to see if it made a difference. And then our boy Jason, which isn't here, he has LS coils in his car, so we ended up asking him if we could pull his LS coils. So we ended up pulling them. We just swapped the LS coils into the Supra. I pulled our raw wire harness with our LS coil setup. We just swapped that on the harness. We're bolting them in right now. We're about to start the car up to see if it makes a difference. So if it does make a difference, that's huge news. Good and bad. Good that it works, and bad that it means our VR38 ones for some reason aren't functioning the way that they should. And if that doesn't fix it, well then we're like kind of out of luck, and we'll probably stop there and come back. The car still makes a buttload of power. Like we're making 650 all day, which is a lot, but it's not as much as we want. So who knows? Not too sure where the night's gonna go, but at this point, we're chugging along and we're not stopping until we absolutely are out of ideas. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? 6:56 on the first pull.
6 hours later, baby!
Oh my God.
They told me you had that harness.
I thought you knew.
Oh, bruh!
Damn.
Bruh!
Damn.
So many Jay-Z's in the shop. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, hey, you can't look at that.
First try. Damn. All right, well, there you have it. New coils, fixed it. So now we continue with where we left off. God damn it. Woo. 680. Damn.
Oh, shit, we close. We close to my prediction.
We just went over what I thought it was gonna be too.
Look how excited he is.
6.6
hours.
I know, right?
6 hours
Maybe
later.
8 or 10 or something.
600, 700
I'm
horsepower.
excited. Horsepower always brings smiles.
$690. Close.
That's so close. We got 4 more, baby. Whoa! Am I gonna be able to money? Am I gonna comment down below? Am I gonna money?
That last one was 695.9. Calvin's guess was 696.4.
696.9.
And 600 foot-pounds of torque. My God. 705, 639 foot-pounds of torque on a stock bottom end. God damn. All right. We can stop. Now, to be clear, just because the car made 700 doesn't mean we're gonna keep it at 700. We want this car to last, we want this car to work. That was probably, my guess, close to 30 pounds of boost, which on stock internals, you don't want to do that a million times. So we'll probably dial it back to closer to like 650, which is plenty. And it's so late and we're on hour 12 at the dyno that I think we'll just set up the two-step another day, which I know is probably upsetting to some of you guys, but we have an early start tomorrow that we need to get ready for, and we're in LA, so we need to drive back home. But awesome, boys. 705? Goddamn! All right, so our last pull, which was 700 plus, was at 28 pounds of boost. I already explained to them that just because it made that doesn't mean we want to keep it at that. But what is our ideal boost that we're going to be running for safe dailying aspects?
So for safe daily on E85, you're gonna see about 26 pounds of boost. Which
Damn.
should put you right around the 675 range.
God damn. All right, we're at a super long night. Danny literally, so we did 12 hours today. 12 hours. And we finally fixed our issue. Oh, I'm tired and I'm ready to go home. And this is where today's video is gonna end. It is coming up on 1 a.m. and we have another early morning tomorrow to go pick up a special surprise for the 458. So we're topping off some diesel right now. We finished unloading, finished packing everything away at the shop in record time. And Calvin and I are super tired. So super successful day. Ran into a pretty large hiccup that pushed us back 5-6 hours, but we ended up conquering the problem, putting down some serious power. Now, when the sun comes out and we have some time, which will be the next day or so, we're gonna have to do our first drive reaction to the car and like really take that in. So I'm nervous and excited for it. Although this face might not show it, I'm like super pumped. And we're gonna be dialing in two-step and all that stuff later, but we ended up getting boost by gear by the end of the night, so that was awesome. But I'm losing my voice, I'm super tired. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving.